It's been 12 years since our last season in Formula 1, but today, Caterham F1 team are back. There's rumours of the team returning with a Kuwaiti investor in the next few years, but we're jumping the gun and bringing them back for the 2026 rule set, and just like last time, they're joined by two new teams. Can we do what Caterham couldn't in their 5-year Formula 1 stint, and that is score some points? It's time to find out. Let's head in to F1 26, my team. Hey guys, it is Damak here, and after 5 years, welcome back to some F1 content on the channel. We're going to hit this F1 26 DLC, my team career mode, running with Caterham. And why Caterham, do you say? Well, I've got the shirt, which was bought to finish off my F1 2014 career mode, because I thought I'd make a return anyway. And F1 26 came out, so I thought, what better time, what perfect timing to do a Caterham career mode and bring them back to where they should have been, well, hopefully better than what they were before. Well, I'd really hope so, otherwise it would be a pretty disappointing career mode. We're going to head into my team. Apparently it's similar to F1 25, but I never played it, so it's all new to me. So let's head in to my team career and see what we can do as Caterham. So we're going to do a full season for the first season anyway, and then see how we get on. Maybe we'll shorten it to 16 with season 2, but for now we're going to do the full season. I'm going to get the full F1 2026 experience. I'm going to go through the settings just so you can see what I'm using. It might not be anything spectacular, but just to start off the series, we'll go through it, and the difficulty will be increased as we get on. For now, I'm going to leave it 101. Apparently the AI are a lot harder this year, a lot quicker, and I haven't played an F1 game since F1 2020, so we might be in a bit of bother even at 101 with all the new boost and straight line mode, but we'll see how we get on. We'll see. Hopefully it can't be that bad, can it? I might do a few 100% races now and again, just for special weekends, just like I did in F1 2014. But for now, we're going to do 50% races and a full qualifying format. We're going to put the forecast accuracy to approximate because we like some uncertainty here. We don't want it to be fully perfect. Everything here, just default, really. Driver moves I put to increase for now. I don't know if I can change that, but we'll just keep it. It might spice things up a little bit as well. Fault frequency, standard. And we're going to put fault types on high because Caterham might get quite a lot to begin with. I'm not sure if I can change this again, but it might bring some more spiciness to the career mode. Anyway, we're going to put it on increased safety car. Apparently if you leave it on standard, it doesn't want to come out, so that's what we're going to go with. And the simulation settings, we're just going to leave everything as it is there. Car damage simulation, damage rate simulation as well. Collisions on, obviously. So unfortunately, we're not going to have any driver icons because the 4 F3 drivers, I can't select them to on. I don't know if I have to buy another DLC. Unfortunately, no Nicholas Solov though. That would have been nice. Choose your professional background. People manager, head engineer, or chief financial officer. Well, I do have a degree in aerospace engineering, so head engineer sounds about right. We're going to start off with basic investment. Obviously, Caterham had no money before. We're always looking for sponsorship, and they had basically they had loads of free space on their car. So we're going to go with basic investment, no development to start off with, because that would be cheating, right? Caterham, we're back for the new regulations with this Kuwaiti investor and myself. And yeah, no development and no cash to start off with. I think that's pretty realistic. I think that is pretty realistic, to be fair. Team identity. Right, let me do all the background admin stuff. Team colors, we've basically gone with what is on my top right now. We've got the dark green, we've got the white, and then we've got the lighter green here. That seems pretty solid to me. Team badge. Do we have to make one? Oh dear. So there's not much selection for the team emblem, but we're just going to go with this. It looks closest to a C that I can notice there. And we've got the 2 green colors and the white. Pretty perfect in my opinion for what we've got. So we'll just go ahead with that. So corporate, this is what really matters then. We've got to pick the sponsors, the powertrain, and the 2 drivers for this team. Now, sponsors, they've got quite big goals for Caterham. Obviously, I do have hope that we'll score 10 constructors points this year, because otherwise it might be a little bit boring of a career mode, but realistically, Cadillac, I don't think they're going to score points in the real F1 season. So we're just going to go with X4MIG. They've all got okay goals. We just need to beat 2 other teams. So if we can beat Aston Martin and Cadillac. We've already hit this goal, and it is with a signing bonus of 8.05 million. We get a good weekly income and a good chunk of money if we get this goal. So we're going to go with Xformig as our sponsor. Select them as the title sponsor. Now, this makes sense in my head, but I'm not quite sure how it'll sound. Honda have Aston Martin. Their engine's terrible. We're not going to go with them at all. Audi, though, a brand new engine manufacturer. They would love a customer team. What better than Caterham Audi? We get them more data for their engine to build up their powertrain. They've got decent performance, although the top three, Red Bull, Ferrari and Mercedes, are absolutely flying in terms of power unit. I think Audi's a good basis to go with, and the contract's not too much either. We can get some good drivers with that, and we'll have some spare cash for some developments even before the first round of the season. So we're going to go with Audi. We're going to become Caterham Audi. It's going to go from Caterham Renault, so I'm going to block this out here, and we're going to be Caterham Audi from now on. Everyone back in the factory can do all they can. They can do as much work as they want, fine-tune the car, but it's up to these two drivers to actually put it all together on the track. Since they are supplying the engines, Audi have chosen Roman Stanek as our first driver. Now I'm going down the path of Audi get to choose our first driver as they're supplying the engines, and it was between Roman Stanek and Olli Goethe. Goethe because he's German, Stanek, I'm kind of reaching with this one, but obviously Skoda are Czech, and Audi and Skoda are both under the Volkswagen group, and I needed an excuse. So we've gone with Roman Stanek. There's probably a much obvious option there that I've just completely missed. Roman Stanek did okay in F2. He got 10th position in 2025. He won a race as well with Invicta. So welcome to the team, Roman Stanek. Now, with me being Scottish and digging into Caterham's values of we need money, I think Cian Shields, who's half Scottish, half Irish, is a perfect fit. Advanced Construction Scotland can pay us a lot of money to put Cian in the car, and I'm helping out a fellow Scot. He might not have the super license points, but neither does Stanek and neither does half the drivers on this list. So welcome to the team with a fairly big budget. Cian Shields, welcome. Cian Shields supremacy, everybody. He's not that well rated compared to everyone else, but I think he can do a solid job to start off this Caterham team. Welcome again to the team, Cian Shields. So everyone, this is our lineup. We've got Xformig as a sponsor, bringing in a hefty 8 million, which we've used to sign a contract with Audi. Stanek and Cian Shields are quite cheap to sign, and I'm pretty sure Shields will give us a little bit more money as well. So we've got 5 mil in the bank still. That is perfectly enough to go towards upgrades. And this is our Caterham team. So Caterham F1 team are back in 2026, ready to hit the new regulations very, very hard. Let's go into the season then and kickstart this dream of bringing Caterham to a title, or a win, or some points. Aim big or aim small. We need to do something. Let's go into the season. So after looking at some 2014 photos of a Caterham, we've decided on this shade of green. Very panicky here, trying to figure out what kind of shade of green. If you don't like it, let me know down in the comments what you want me to change it to. Hopefully with some of the other liveries, we can get some better designs. The sponsor actually looks okay on the race suit and on the side of the car, so I'm not going to complain too much with it. I think the car looks okay for now. There wasn't much customization, which is a shame, but happy days. Let's see what else we can do before the start of the season, but I'm sure all you want to see is me struggling to deal with the boost and the straight line mode. That's probably why you're here. So we're not actually coming in as the worst team. We're a bit better than Cadillac. Aston Martin are way down there, obviously. As you would expect, Mercedes are in front as well. So, going to be a very exciting season, I think. Let's have a look at some upgrades and see what we can get. Even before the season starts, we're going to get into some R&D. We're going to research the front wing turning vanes. I'm not really sure. Yeah, start the research. Okay, 13 days it's going to take to research that. I'm just having a look through all the menus. This is all new to me, obviously, so I'm not quite sure what's going on, but we'll learn together. We will learn together. We're all looking dapper. There we go. There's the Caterham team back again. I think we do look quite similar to Aston Martin, but it's okay. It's okay. They'll know who we are because we'll be ahead of them anyway. We'll be first across the finish line compared to Aston Martin anyway. Maybe not in the race just yet, but we'll give it a go. the first race weekend of the 2026 season. How will the Caterham drivers fare? How will Caterham fare? Will we even get in the 107% qualifying? Time to find out. Let's head in to the Australian Grand Prix. So for this first weekend, we will be driving as Cian Shields. The reason being, he has a lower rating, so I'd imagine Stanek will do better anyway. So we're going to head in with Cian Shields to begin the 2026 season.
The long wait is over. This is it, a brand new season. And before the show gets well and truly underway, we've got the all-important matter of a free practice session. It's great to be back.
Cian Shields' helmet actually matches the light green on this top, sort of. So I guess it was just meant to be, really. It's definitely not because he drives an AIX in Formula 2 or anything.
How you might use them on race day. I'll check back with you soon to chat more about it.
Thank you, Mark, but we are heading out to be the first car out, actually. And Caterham are back in Formula 1. I've said that many times today, but it's actually for real now. There is a Caterham car on the track. Cian Shields first out in the 2026 season practice session. Now, it's going to take me a while to get used to the straight mode and the boost, but hopefully it's also going to take a while for me to get used to the Lyco. That's more than anything. Lifting and coasting is going to be a weird one. Oh no, we got a green. We were so close to getting a full purple score, but I've ruined it now. Oh, I forgot the straight mode as well. I pressed the boost button instead. Oh dear, but we did get a purple score overall, so first practice program for Cian Shields is a positive one. We're miles up on our delta. I'm not sure if the AI difficulty has gone back to the default, or maybe I did put it too low thinking that they were going to be better than they were. Or it's just the start of the session, so maybe they'll ramp up the pace as we get further into this free practice one. Oh, I need to stop shifting down so quickly. That's going to be my downfall. We've got our teammate Roman Stanek in front of us, both of us enjoying our first ever taste. Well, that's a lie actually. Cian Shields did have an Aston Martin run last season in Abu Dhabi, but our first taste as proper F1 drivers, shall I say. The Stanek went very wide through turn 1 there. Not sure what he's up to. He's a cool down lap now though, I hope. Hope he's not that slow as we go a bit deep into turn 3. Just keep it on the road. Caterham have topped the timesheets in their first session back, but we're going to say that there was a red flag or something because the AI difficulty is way too easy for this, obviously. We are 3.2 seconds quicker than Stanek, so we really need to ramp up the difficulty here. Because I think I've gotten the hang of these straight mode and boost, and lifting and coasting still needs a bit of work, but qualifying is where the men are separated from the boys, and Cian Shields is going to go in there with his head held high. We're going to up it to 105. If it comes back to bite me, then it's just realistic, isn't it? Because Caterham should not be topping the timesheets in their first session back. So we're going to head into qualifying, and hopefully I've not made a mistake here.
And a warm welcome, everybody. We're here in the heart of Melbourne. It's Albert Park, and it's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix.
Rain is not on the horizon here for any of the qualifyings, really. It doesn't look too bad. Tomorrow, though, in the race, it might surprise us. You never know. You never know. All right, let's get going then before we block a driver. Cian Shields' first ever qualifying lap in Formula 1. Let's see if this AI upgrade has actually worked. That's through turn 1. We're very wide. Very, very wide. But it's only our first lap, so we can give it another go later in the session.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
I think there's a bit of an audio bug as well through the first corner. So my apologies. It must just be with the DLC. I don't think it's an issue with my end. Very tentative on throttle through the penultimate corner and the final corner as we run towards the line now.
What's this lap going to be? As we cross the line, it is 11th position. We are behind Bottas and Stroll though. So maybe it's not as good as we thought. We're going to recharge and maybe we'll just come into the pits and then go again later on in the session. Actually, that is a better shout. We're still 18th place behind Stroll. We need a good lap here. Let's see what we can do. Battery and straight mode enabled. We're going to try and save the battery as well for later on in the lap. It's through turn 1. Very, very nice turn 1 there. I was meant to put that away, but I ended up going on to another rotation of the MFD through turn 3. Very nicely. Let's see how we can do as we get further into the lap, though when we seem to run out of boost, the checkered flag is out, and we are 3/10 up on our lap. A little lift there through turn 6, and then back on the power. We've still got a bit of battery, but look at it depleting so quickly. We're not going to have any through the final sector, and that might come back to bite us as we have dropped to 21st place. Wow, that's a surprise. Through 9 and 10, very nicely stick within track limits, hopefully, yep. Hopefully we're gaining time down.
Okay,
we're really losing positions up there.
We're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
Turn 11's very nice though. Oh, we've nearly lost the back end through the final corner. It's going to cost us a lot of time. And through the final corner, we've got all 20% of battery remaining. Towards the line now, it's going to be about 5/10 up on our time. Where does it put us? Are we through to Q2 with a Caterham? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Kean Shields has made it to Q2 in a Caterham. What a lap. I thought I lost it there in the penultimate corner. I mean, we've still got more qualifying to go, so you might not have seen all of that lap. But wow, we've really pushed it there as Norris tops the times here in Q1 ahead of Piastri, and just, you know, boring. We get down to the most important part. Roman Stanek bottom as well. We're 9/10 quicker than Roman Stanek as he is starting last tomorrow. Nico Hülkenberg had an absolute shocker as well. I don't know if he got traffic or what happened, but we've beaten one of the factory Audi cars. Lawson, Behrman, Perez, Colapinto and Hadjar. I didn't even notice that there. Hadjar's out in Q1. Where's Bottas actually? Bottas 10th. Wow. What a lap there in the Cadillac. Valtteri Bottas 5/10 quicker than us. Let's see if we can beat him in Q2. I'm not really thinking too highly of this lap, but let's give it a go anyway. Within track limbs anyway. Turn 1. Oh, we're way too late there at turn 3. Lap over, I'm afraid. I mixed up my braking markers, but we'll see where the lap gets us, but I can't imagine it's going to be any better than 17th position through the final corner. Not very good at commentating that lap, but let's see where it puts us. I'm not thinking highly of it anyway. We cross the line. Are we P17? P16. That's okay. We're not last in Q2. That was probably ruined at turn 3, to be honest, with that lap, and probably because we ran out of boost. I need to probably do more Lyco. It might be quicker actually, lifting and coasting. Anyway, the drivers joining us out in Q2 are Gasly, Lindblad, Stroll, Bortoleto, Bottas and Alonso. We were miles off it, to be fair. Both myself and Alonso 2.5 seconds off the pace, whereas Stroll put in an absolute stonker of a lap, but didn't get him through. But anyway, a fantastic way to start the season. We got into Q2. Caterham are looking good.
It's a new day, a new dawn, a new era for Formula One. This is the 2026 World Championship. New regulations, new cars, new fuels, new drivers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's ride. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 14 corners and 3.28 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles per hour. The close proximity of the barriers make accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Piastri, George Russell and Antonelli, Verstappen, Sainz, Albon and Esteban Ocon, Gasly, Lindblad, Lance Stroll and Bortoletto, Bottas, Shields, Fernando Alonso and Isaac Hadjar, Colapinto, Perez, Behrman, Lawson, Hulkenberg and Roman Stanek rounds off the grid.
The team are saying that a hard medium one stop is better than a hard medium medium. So we're just going to stick with the default strategy for now. We're not going to really push any buttons. I'm going to let the team do their job for now. And we're going to follow the strategy and hopefully it works. My main concern is the Lyco and the boost. We were struggling in qualifying. Obviously that's qualifying. You want to use as much. But even when I was trying not to use it, it was gone halfway through the lap. So I don't know if that's a me issue, or I don't know if it's a you just got to learn to deal with it kind of issue. Whew. We've got Alonso behind us starting on the mediums. Now, he'll be a fast starter. Hadjar will be a good starter as well in his Red Bull behind in 18th position. Yeah, there's a bit of an audio bug here, so I might need to turn it down when I'm starting the race, because I'm not sure if it's because there's so many cars here at one time. I'm not sure if it's my PC. I don't know if it's because there's so many cars starting at one time all together. But other than that, I think they've done brilliant with the sounds. But
okay, expect to see some rain about
rain.
10 to 15 minutes from now.
Oh no, I should have looked at the forecast properly. 15 minutes for rain. Maybe Alonso's doing the best thing starting on the mediums. Or maybe it won't get him that long. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, we are going to try and be the best performing Audi powertrain on the grid. I'm a bit nervous actually. Whoa. I was going to get a bit of a run up, but here we are lining up in our grid slot. Let's see if I can do this correctly. There we go.
Okay, incredible parking there. Nice one. That's going to give you the
Let's
edge
get
if you
ready
get
to
good
start
launch as
this
the race
race.
starts.
Keen Shields in 16th position. The grid is all lined up. We've got the lights illuminating above us. We've got 5 red lights and it's lights out. That was a very quick lights out and we're away. Oh, we're nearly losing it. We've done a Kevin Magnussen 2014, but we've lost a lot of positions down towards turn 1. We've been given a warning for a collision with Alonso, but we've got to be so careful there. Track limits have been exceeded already, so that's 1 of our 3 gone. We've dropped a few positions. We're down to 19th, but that was a hectic start. We nearly lost it. We copied Kevin Magnussen's manoeuvre when he debuted in McLaren in 2014. He nearly took out Alonso, and so did we, I'm pretty sure, but we've gone past Alonso there while I'm yapping about Magnussen. Yeah, so we need to aim to save the battery. It might be quite easy when we're in a train like this, but when we're in clear air, that might be the problem. As let's try and dispose of Bottas. We get a very good run there, but he might close the door on us through the straight. He does. Very cheeky there from the fin. We need a bit more boost and move up into 17th position. But Lyco is key. I think Hadjar's had a good start as well. He's up to 13th. Well, there's going to be carnage here. I can just tell. First lap, Bottas is coming back at us down into turn 11. We're going to have the inside though. And maybe force him a bit wide. We've kept 17th. But so far, this is going to be a good race if it carries on like this. I'm very much enjoying it. As tense as I probably look on the face cam. I don't know what it is. It's whenever we're going down the start-finish straight, the audio is awful. But all of us will have overtake mode. All the way back from Hadjar. I didn't mean to go up the inside of Colapinto there. I just missed my braking point, but Keen Shields making moves here early on in the Australian Grand Prix. Colapinto forces us out wide. And we live to fight another day though.
Okay, overtake enabled.
Oh, yellow flags up ahead. Or behind, I can't really tell.
Green
I think
flag.
it's behind us. He's going to try and get Colapinto through turn 8. Yes, we do. We get past Franco Colapinto on the Alpine. But he's going to come straight back at us up the inside. But we are attempting an overtake on Stroll. Didn't work though. We're wide into 9 and 10. Colapinto tries it around the outside of 10 there. Ollie Behrman's out of the session.
If you need it, boost mode it.
I wonder how these cars handle in the rain. This is an all new learning curve for me and Keen Shields. He's down the main straight. We're behind Stroll. He's going for a move on Bortoletto. We're just going to Lyco and stay behind, but they've gone a bit slower than normal. Stroll going very slow through turn 1. We nearly lose the back end there. Fishtail through turn 1 and we get past Stroll. That was not planned, but I'm happy.
Extra power from the hybrid system in overtake mode.
Audi engine versus Audi engine. Through turn 6 we seem to get a better exit as well. We're still behind Bortoleto. Do I bother going for a move? I think we'll have to. I think Stroll will be after us as well if we don't. As we get past Bortoleto pretty easily. Oh, we've gone wide. Another track limits warning. I think that's both of our warnings done. I think if we get one more, that's a penalty. So we're going to have a bit of an issue this race with track limits. The first one wasn't really fair though. That was at turn 1 when I was trying to avoid Alonso. But the game doesn't really play fair sometimes, does it? It is what it is. We just got to drive a bit more sensibly. Keen Shields obviously a bit eager on his F1 debut.
Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Around the outside of Ocon goes Keen Shields. He's having an absolute amazing start to his Formula 1 career. Lindblad lifting a lot there through turn 6, maybe struggling with battery. We've barely touched our battery. I'm very hesitant to touch it, but I am now, as we're going to try and get past Arve Lindblad for 12th position. This Caterham is flying. Luckily for us, Colapinto and Lindblad are battling behind. They're side by side still, I believe. So that's letting us breathe a little bit, but I'm not getting a chance. I'm focused on staying behind Hadjar. I don't think we're going to overtake him, but we'll stay in his overtake mode anyway, and he can pull us away. We're sitting pretty here in 12th place. Keen Shields looking good today as we're closing in on Hadjar down this straight, but we're just going to Lyco. We're definitely not going to try and overtake him into turn 9. Oh, we locked up into the penultimate corner. We've locked up. Just a lapse of concentration. Oh, damn it. That is not good. We've lost overtake mode. Well, we've still got overtake mode for this lap, but we're going to lose it on every other lap. We're 2 seconds behind Hadjar now, so that is not good. It might let Colapinto catch up to us, actually. I think we're going to rue that mistake at the penultimate corner. We've been trying so hard to catch up to Hadjar, but it's just too late as we lock up again. The rears. That was close once again. Gasly's in the pit lane. Oh, he's on the mediums though, so I think Colapinto must be in next lap. They're both on the mediums. We've had 2 cars into the pits, and Keen Shields is running in the points for the first time in his Formula 1 career. Let's hope it can stay that way. I'm hoping with the rain, you never know, if the rain comes right now, we might be in for a good result. A shock result on Caterham debut for Keen Shields, and for Caterham, I guess. Never scored a point in their history. They could get it on their first race back. Whoa, is that rain? Is that rain? It must be rain. Oh, wow. Don't go through there with your battery on anyway. That was close. I think it's raining as well. I was wondering why we caught up so much to Hadjar there, but we were on the boost through the corner, and it is raining. I hope I'm not seeing things. I swear that's rain. I'm starting to struggle here. Yeah, it's starting to get a lot wetter. Do we box for inters? Maybe. Box this lap. Box.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Right, we're into the pits. We're into the pits. It's getting really wet here. It's getting so wet. Bad commentary, I know, but I just had to make sure I was doing everything at once. We're in for intermediates, and so is everyone. What do I do? What button's that? Oh, no. Oh, yes, okay.
Roman's coming in for his stop now. That's
Right, we're out. We're out. We're team have fitted the inters. I was so confused there because obviously it's just numbers. So I was trying to figure out what button that was attached to. But we're out of the pit lane in 10th position. It is raining now. I think everyone in behind us. Yeah, we're out in 10th position. Keen Shields might be on for a point score here. But what's running against us is that track limit warning. I think we get one more warning and that's a penalty. So we need to be really careful. Cian Shields has really done himself dirty here in the first few laps of this race by running off track a few times. So this is brutal actually. Can I even use any boost? I don't think I can. Oh, we can't run straight line mode in the wet. I was like, why are we so slow? But that does make a lot of sense. It's down towards turn 11. We're taking it so tentatively. Gasly is only 2.5 seconds behind us. Or to say that, he's 2 seconds behind us now as we're a bit wide. He's going to gain a bit more. We're really under pressure here. Sainz is in the pits actually. Sainz stayed out on mediums. This might be good for us. Cian Shields is going to move up into 9th as we nearly lose it. Oh, we do have straight mode. What's going on? Is it glitching? It didn't let me do it down towards turn 11. I'm not too sure, but I am struggling here. And Gasly's going to be onto me soon. In that Mercedes engine as well. Thank goodness he can't use the boost as we're wide through turn 5. We are really, really struggling here. Could the Scot be on for some glory here for Caterham? Write himself into the history books to be another rookie that scored points on debut. We're going to find out in 12 laps time. But for now, we've got a mammoth task on our hands. Whoa! Whew. Maybe I'm overcomplicating this, but this isn't easy. So not only do we have a Cian Shields train, as you can see on the minimap, Roman Stanek also has his own train. He's running in 14th position at the moment, but it just seems to be that this Caterham is an absolute boat. Actually, maybe not, because it would be going well in these conditions. It's awful to drive, we'll say that, in these conditions, but both Shields and Stanek struggling here on lap 19 of the Australian Grand Prix. Bortoleto has gotten past Lindblad and is up into 11th position. Whoa, turn 1 very squirrely again, and through turn 2. It's not looking good for the final 7 laps of this race. We are all over the place. Whoa! Big moment through turn 5. Gasly still not able to get past us though. Oh, wow, these tyres are... This is crazy. How are my tyres looking? They're not even that bad. We've not even been on them for that long. I'm more nervous than anything because Hadjar has gapped us. I know I said that earlier, but Hadjar has gapped us, so I don't know how Gasly hasn't gone past us yet. 4 laps to go, and we're still holding on to 9th position. Cian Shields doing a wonderful job, but I think Gasly is going to be getting very impatient by now. He wants another point to his Formula 1 tally. Albon has joined the party as well. He's overtaking Bortoleto. Going to get the wet patches now. There's a bit of a dry line forming. Plus we need to watch track limits as well. That was very, very close. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Gasly's gotten through. We had an absolute snap through turn 2. Gasly's through. We're going to try and sneak back. Oh, wow. That was an absolute send. We might lose the points here. Gasly goes through. Albon's battling us. I don't know what to say. That was a big surprise to me. I was very shocked to even lose the back end there. And we've lost 9th position. We've got to keep on to 10th. And now the pressure is on us as we lose it now. We need to be stop being so trigger happy here. Albon's alongside me. We're going side by side with Alex Albon for the final points paying position. The Williams all over the back of me. But it did take Gasly so long to get past. And he's probably going to fly away into the distance. We're going to try all we can to get back at Gasly, as he does go a bit wide through turn 10. Actually, he did go quite wide there. We're going to try and stick with Gasly. He's had that slight mistake last lap where I forgot how to commentate. But we've done pretty well so far. I'd say that's an honourable race for Cian Shields, no matter how it ends up. I'm surprised the AI aren't a bit more feisty in the wet, seeing as we were going so slow compared to them. But even Gasly hasn't been able to sneak away. We're absolutely munching the curbs here, trying to get back past Gasly. We might have slipstream down up towards turn 9. We've gapped Albon as well, so you never know. We might be able to steal 9th place back from Pierre Gasly. We're in the slipstream. We've got a lot more power there, it seems, but we have super clipped or clipped back down. We're in the slipstream of Gasly, though. Down this straight. Yes, we are. We get a great exit. We tap the back of the Alpine. He's going to close the door on us. We're going to try and go back up the inside of turn 11. He's going to force us onto the curb, though. It's cheeky there from Gasly. He's gone wide. We're going to steal back 9th position. Oh, very well done there from Kane Shields. As I'm getting a bit trigger happy myself. He tried to force us onto the curb. That didn't work. And now here we are, rounding the final corner to start the final lap of the Australian Grand Prix. I'm not going to use straight mode because I don't think they're actually using straight mode behind me. So I think I might have been cheating a little bit. Maybe it's a bug within the game. Because it's only letting me do it in like 3 of the straight modes. But, oh, nearly lost it again. Round the second corner. Lando Norris has won the race. Kane Shields is only 1 sector away from his and Caterham's first ever points in Formula 1. What a race this has been. I did not expect this after qualifying. And even in the wet, we struggled so much. But Kane Shields persevered and he's going to come towards the penultimate corner. Hopefully don't lock up. There we go. Nicely done. We've got a big gap to Gasly behind. And round the final corner. It doesn't matter about the result anywhere else. But Kane Shields and Caterham are going to get their first ever points in Formula 1. Amazing. Just amazing. It's a P9 finish. That is... Oh, I'm sweating so much. What a race that was. Honestly, I did not expect... Driver of the day is not Kane Shields. Are you serious? Caterham have got 2 points. What a start to the season. It might impact the realism. I don't know. I felt like the AI were difficult enough. We just got a good start and just kept it there. And the rain helped. The rain did help. We would have been down in like 13th or 14th if it wasn't for the rain. Caterham went 5 seasons in Formula 1 and didn't score a point. They come back for the 2026 regulations and they get a point. They get 2 points, in fact. What a race. I am actually knackered after that. That was so fun as well. Hadjar absolutely gapped us there, but Kane Shields has gotten Caterham. Where's the badge? Has gotten the Caterham team their first ever points. I can't believe it. I was literally in shock. If it was a dry race, the celebration would have been a lot more over the line, but I was just focused. I was like, please get this over the line. Kane Shields gets 9th position. But I guess we're going to have to go through the top 10. So Lando Norris wins the race ahead of Russell, Leclerc and Verstappen. Hamilton rounds off the top 5. Piastri down in 6th position. Kimi Antonelli in 7th. That's a shock. Hadjar had a good race. Up from 18th, he gained 10 positions. Kane Shields had another amazing race and gained 7 positions up to P9. Apparently Liam Lawson got driver of the day. He didn't get points in the Caterham though, did he? We got very, very lucky there because Gasly, Albon and Sainz were ahead of us and they pit before the rain. Colapinto was just behind us. He was only a second behind us and he pit. So he would have undercut us. So we would have been 13th around there. That's what I expected to be. I didn't expect points. I'm delighted. Wow. Hopefully that's not ruined all the immersion and the realism of this. But wow, points on debut for the team. Oliver Bearman, the only retirement from the race. And it was early on, a very unfortunate start to his 2026 season. Roman Stanek from P24 to P17. That's a fantastic debut race for him. He'll be a bit disappointed because if he had qualified higher, he might have been with Shields there. But still a fantastic race for both Caterham cars. Stanek should be proud. He should hold his head high after that. The driver standings obviously the same as the finishing results. But the constructors though, McLaren take an early lead ahead of Ferrari and Mercedes who are only 1 point apart. Hadjar's run today to get 4 points has solidified Red Bull in a solid P4. But next up, the boys, it's Caterham. Caterham F1 team on their debut back in Formula 1. Oh, wow, I just can't believe it. Just even saying it. I did not expect this until later on in the season. Maybe I did put the AI too easy. I might put them up for the next race. I probably will put them up for the next race. But then again, we weren't that quick in the dry. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Alpine are the only other team to score a point with Gasly. That's 1 point for them. And the rest of the teams did not score. Let me know down in the comments below if you don't think turnabout is the best way to go about this. I went as Shields today because he was lower rated. I thought maybe it would equal out, and it did, sort of. But yeah, a fantastic day at the office for Caterham, and I am absolutely delighted with that. I can't say that, I can't stress that enough actually. I've said it so many times. I'm so happy right now. So happy right now. Which driver should be granted simulator time? Both of our drivers have requested extra simulator time this week. Who do we choose actually? You know what? Shields got the points, I guess. Well, we got the points, but we're going to give Shields the extra simulator time. It might make Stanek unhappy, but next time we're driving a Stanek, so you never know. It might all be nice and well for Roman Stanek, but that was a fantastic day at the office for us. So along with the engine cover, we're going to put the air filter in as well for research. We've also got a part in development. That is the front wing turning vanes. 13 days left on that. We should get that after the Japanese Grand Prix. So we're going to go 3 races without any upgrades, and then that's where the real fun starts before Bahrain. There's actually so much I've missed here with like facility improvements and like owner training and fan rating and things like that. I mean, compare the team's fan rating. We're obviously at the bottom because we're a brand new team, but how come, well, to be fair, we should be level with Cadillac. And Audi should be ahead of Cadillac because they were technically sour. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's fine. But yeah, there's so much here that you can work on. This is so cool actually. Yeah, team stats. Top 10 finishes 1. Keen Shields. Boom. But I'm happy with both the drivers, to be fair. I'm very happy with that. But yeah, this has been nice. I think that's all then for today. There's so much more we can dive into in the next few episodes. I am so happy with today. I couldn't have gone better. Well, we could have won. Keen Shields, top in FP1, but I upped the AI and it was good in the dry. Actually, in the dry, I'm fine, I think. Maybe need to put it higher, but in the wet, that was a different ballgame. That was a different ballgame altogether. Lando Norris took home the win today in Melbourne, but it was Keen Shields and Caterham who stole the limelight. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this video, and if there's any feedback, let me know. It is all appreciated. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and don't miss any more Caterham My Team. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you next time in Shanghai.